How's everyone doing? Today we're counting down the top 10 best, most expensive Charizard cards that there are on the market today. If you want to go ahead before we start and smash that like button, maybe subscribe and drop a comment down below. It would be much appreciated. Let's get into today's video. Right off the bat, we're counting down the top 10 most expensive Charizards, and you won't believe how expensive some of these bad boys get. So, let's go ahead with number 10. Number 10 comes from a Plasma Storm, and it is the shiny Charizard, going for, right off the bat, $240. This card took a drop a couple of months ago from $476 to $240, but it is still one of the top 10 most expensive. Looking at this card, the height of it was $600. So if you're looking to buy this card, now is as cheap as it's ever going to be. Trust me, this card's going to skyrocket pretty soon. I can almost guarantee it. At number 9, we have ourselves the National Championship League and Champions card, Charizard. This one doesn't have any data gathering, but it is going for $450 right now on TCG Player. So, if you want this card before it gets out there of how expensive and good it is, might want to open up that wallet and buy it now. At number 8, we have an old school fan favorite, first edition Dark Charizard from Team Rocket. This card is currently going for $453 in the first edition holo price and the non-first edition of $156. Looking at this card from a year ago, you can see that the height of it was $477, $489, so really it has not changed all too much. At number 7, we have ourselves the Charizard from Evolutions with an Evolutions promo stamp on it. If it does not have the promo XY Evolutions promo stamp on it, then sadly it is not worth the price that you are seeing of $580. If you were lucky enough to buy it a couple of weeks ago, you got it for a steal of $360. Looking at the past year, the most expensive this card went for was $659, so $660 pretty much. But it's currently holding a value of $580. At number 6, we have a Charizard pre-release. This is from the Vivid Voltage Sword and Shield Build and Battle box, but the catch with this one is it was for a league competition that happened, so it has a staff stamp on it. That staff stamp makes this card skyrocket to $620 of the current value. Looking at this card from a year ago, the most expensive it was going for was $681, now holding a value at $620. Don't be mistaken, if it does not have the staff stamp on it, then the Build and Battle Charizard that you see before you, without the staff stamp, is only worth roughly $50 to $60. So be careful, without that stamp, it should only be 10% of that price. At number 5, we have ourselves the Blaine's Charizard First Edition from Gym Challenge. This first edition card is holding a value of $750 and a non-first edition price tag of $338. Looking at this card from a year ago, the most expensive that it was had a value of almost $1,000. It was at $950, now being sold for $748. So if you want a $200 discount from last year, buy it now. At number 4, we have ourselves the Charizard EX from one of my favorite sets, Fire Red and Leaf Green. This card is going for $790, and maybe if you were lucky enough back in January 20th, you were able to get this card for a steal of $527 with the drop that it had. A year ago, the most expensive this card was going for was $775, which isn't much off of where it was at. But at one point it was worth only $300, which now the skyrocketed price is $775. That's absolutely insane. Number 3, we have ourselves the Charizard from Skyridge. One of the most fan favorite Charizards that there are. This Charizard has a holo market price of $1,200 with a reverse holo price of $800. This card a year ago was going for the most at... doesn't want to say. So 6 months ago, price tag didn't change. Cheapest you were able to get it was at $1,100. Now you're paying an extra $100. That Skyridge Charizard sure is a beautiful work of art. At number 2, we have the Charizard coming from Delta Species Dragon Frontiers. This Charizard is one of the most fan-favorited Charizards that there are, earning it the price tag of a $1,750. Heck, if you bought this card a month ago, you saved $300 pretty much. Still an insane price. At a year ago, if you bought this card exactly 1 year ago, congratulations, you bought the steal of steals with this card at a price tag of only $350. Now this card has skyrocketed to $1,700. Absolutely insane. It has gone up $1,400 in a year's time. At number 1, the most expensive Charizard that you will find out there that is not from base set. It is going to be another fan favorite from Neo Genesis. This Shining Charizard was one of the most popular cards, earning it the number 1 spot at $2,300. The Shining Charizard Neo Destiny card. This card is a beautiful work of art with a first edition price tag of $2,300 and an unlimited holo foil market price tag of $1,440. If you were lucky enough back in August, you were able to steal a first edition card at $1,152. At a year ago, this card was actually able to be bought for an insane price of just $500, which is absolutely insane. Never would think of that. Now the card's current price tag is $2,300. The highest was $2,800, touching $3,000 almost. These Charizards, if you have any of them, please do not get rid of them. These Charizards are some of the most expensive Charizards. And if you're like me, you make sure every Charizard that you pull is in a minty fresh penny sleeve, protected by a top loader. Definitely go and get your Charizard's grade to keep the value at a held currency and to make sure protection for its entire life, unless something crazy happens to it. Thank you everyone for tuning in to today's top 10 most expensive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Share with a friend or two if you want. And like always, I appreciate you guys for staying till the end. Until next time, this is Pokemon Drama, signing off, saying we'll see you in the next video.